to love to hear and wanted to hear. Of vintage bikes is here to celebrate this beautiful, beautiful craft of restoring and collecting vintage motorcycles. He owns 15 vintage bikes which have won a lot of awards and in various concourses and exhibitions. Mr. Anil Bhingarde, welcome to India Bike Week. Why don't you give it a little bit of a start? Yeah, that'll be a good way. This beautiful BSA looking absolutely stunning. Why don't we come up front? So Anil, you've been collecting bikes. You have 15 and I'm presuming you're adding more to your collection.
Yeah, definitely. Here for this particular precious India bike event, I have here with my 4 UPs, you can say. The first one is the BSA 650 Supre Rocket with twin-cylinder engine. It's a 1959 model. You can see the handlebars, they're more on a cruise holding style, you know. The second one is the famous RD350. This one is the
Yamaha RD350.
This one is the first lot 1983 registered vehicle.
83 when India won the World Cup.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is of course a 2-stroke machine, and
you know, I know this is a 4-stroke generation. They haven't really felt the joy of a 2-stroke. इसको चालू करके एक बार आप थोड़ा सा sound सुना दीजिए.
जरूर.
This is a, you know, if you ever had friends who grew up during the 80s and the 90s, they would talk about this legendary motorcycle called the Yamaha RD350. It was a true stroke menace. It had a lot of power. And this was a sound that we used to love to hear and wanted to hear. Can you give it another squeeze? Well, you could do a lot of interesting things to the pipes and make it sound even meaner. This one is a little subdued, but you kept it that way because you want to keep the engine running for a long time.
And the vehicle is in the original condition.
Mint condition. It's looking absolutely fantastic. So you have a BSA, you have a RD350, and this Honda looking stunning.
This is the 1974.
1974, that's when I was born. Oh my God! I am that ancient.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a vintage. That is the truth.
This one is the 1974 Honda Supersport with 4x1 exhaust with 6-speed gearbox.
A 6-speed gearbox, 4x1 exhaust.
Yes.
This is looking absolutely stunning. You know, what I really am enjoying watching is the paint job. You pretty much revived the machine and brought it back to its original condition. How long does such an endeavor take?
So I'll tell you one thing. First of all, you have to collect all the required spare parts for it.
That's what I was coming to. Spare parts is a tough thing to come by.
Very difficult to get spare parts, but now you can import them.
Yeah.
And abroad they are easily available.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as you said, with painting and everything, you need to, if you want to give close to 100% result, you have to be very, you know.
You've got to know where to source,
absolutely.
mix, and actually get this color. And also the spare parts, which is a very difficult thing to come, because when you customize the bike, you can pretty much, you know, do like some jugaad.
Absolutely.
But when you're restoring, you need to be that much more precise.
Absolutely.
So a lot of patience. So how long did it take you to restore the Honda and the BSA? Because these are way older bikes.
Absolutely. See, I'll tell you, if the parts are available, you can assemble the vehicle in a couple of months' time. But to arrange everything, it takes really time.
And this wonderful Lambretta.
I'd
love to hear this motorcycle. You know, that's what we live for. Oh, nice. Once more, that wasn't enough. What a lovely sound. What do you think of the sound of the motorcycle? You know, these engines sound almost new. So how much time do you spend on keeping these engines running Do you have to start them up every day and get them running?
If not every day, once a week at least you have to start them, or you have to.
So 15 motorcycles are started once a week by you.
All of them are not in. They are not restored. They are under restoration. But I have got around 8 to 10 vehicles. They are in condition. They the prices all over the country. Are in different categories. So you can.
The Lambretta,
yes.
you know, we've usually seen the Lambretta in a different version in India, but this is a very unusual version.
This one is the first lot, this is the first, this is called 150D, Lambretta 150D is the model. This is the shaft driven engine.
Like almost like a car.
Yes. This is not a chain driven engine, it's a shaft driven engine.
And how long did it take you to restore it? Where did you get the parts from? Because you probably had to connect with the company.
Around 1.5 years it took to get this to this particular level. But the spare parts were imported from Italy, and you can see the tires and everything. They are white wall tires, they are very hard to get.
These motorcycles are on display in the motorcycle arena where you see all the brands on display. There's a special podium and a corner given to these motorcycles. Do go and check them out. Stunning craftsmanship, really detailed work. The paint job is excellent. You can see the engine is being brought back to pristine condition. And as you just heard them, they sound marvelous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anil.
No, I would like to.
Yeah. Oh, you want to? Okay, come on. More friends.
Yeah. See, my friend Hafiz is there. Hafiz is a collector of vintage.
This is Hafiz contractor.
A very, very close friend of mine, and I have Ashok with me. He's an upcoming mechanic, you can say. He's a very hardworking.
So, has Ashok worked on any of these?
Absolutely.
And who's the other gentleman that you?
The other gentleman is my old friend, and he's associated with IPW because of his, love and this thing. I'm here. So this is Abhishek.
Abhishek, thank you for introducing these bikes back to the audience, because these are bikes, unless seen and witnessed, you wouldn't really understand where the motorcycling culture comes from, what the passion was, and why today the motorcycling culture in India is so huge. It was because of these legends that you see here that today we get to see those huge machines on our roads. So big round of applause to Anil and his friends for doing some fabulous restoration work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anil. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And everybody at IBW says thank you and keep coming back for more motorcycling experiences. Thank you. All right, more action here on the main stage. This is Anil with his restored machines. There's a BSA, a 1959 BSA. There's a 1983 Rajdoot Yamaha. There's a 1974 Honda. And I didn't catch the year of the Lambretta, but by the look of it, they're out of production. So you get the idea.